with the line you want to, because I have already told you about these two lines. Okay, so next up I'm going to cover is discharge letters. Okay, you're adding this, it means that you were treating some patient and now you're going to discharge the patient to the GP, because in UK, where we're going to have this stuff, because of in UK and Australia they have this system that where you go to the GP first and the GP then refers to the specialist, and if you're going back, all the specialists refer back to the GP, and GP has this responsibility to take care of the patient and monitor the patient until he again needs some sort of specialist advice. So now here I'm considering myself as specialist. So if I'm discharging some patient, I'm going to write, I'm writing to update you regarding Mrs. Garcia, who was referred with suspected meningitis. Most probably the GP has referred Mrs. Garcia to you for the meningitis. Now she has been treated for it, and now you are sending back to her the GP, and he will monitor her situation. So your next line would be, your further follow-up would be highly appreciated as her diagnosis is now confirmed. Okay, so this whole thing covers, like, your content is clear that I'm writing to update you regarding who, regarding the patient you were treating for the meningitis. You're discharging to GP. You can also write it like this: I'm writing to discharge Ms. Garcia, who was referred by you with suspected meningitis. Your further follow-up would be highly appreciated as her diagnosis is now confirmed. Okay, but your all the introductory content should be clear. You can change the language as you want, but be clear about it. The second one would be, I am writing to update you regarding Ms. Johnson, who is being discharged today after a total knee replacement surgery. Thus, your follow-up would be appreciated. Okay, you can write, I'm writing to send Mrs. Johnson to you, who was admitted here for the total knee replacement surgery. You can change the sentence, but content should be clear. So next up would be requesting an urgent assessment. Okay, so urgent assessment could be like anything that is Graves' disease, and adrenal crisis, and acute asthma exacerbations. So here, what would you do? I'm writing to request an urgent review of Miss Duval. Okay, your purpose is clear. Who is a 24-year-old lady who has demonstrated features suggestive of hypothyroidism. Okay, she was she had some symptom that your maybe GP or any person who is seeing her right now has concluded that they are suggestive of hypothyroidism, so she needs an urgent assessment right now. Okay, so that's why he's writing like this. You have a clear content here that I am going to request an urgent review. Clear content. Who is the patient? 24-year-old lady. And why you are writing this? Because he has demonstrated features suggestive of hypothyroidism, most likely Graves' disease. Okay. Then again, thank you for seeing Mr. XXX, who is having an acute exacerbation of asthma and pneumonia. Thus, your urgent management is highly required. Okay, these are different ways of writing an urgent assessment. You can pick up any way, and you can write in your letter, and you can also intermingle the ways, and you can make up your own. It's all upon you. So next up would be two associated condition or referral. It is just same like the referral letter. Only the thing you will add here is that the patient has two conditions now. Like, I'm going to refer Mr. XXX, whose symptoms are suggestive of severe depression and possible bipolar disorder. Yep. You can say like, thank you for seeing Mr. XXX, whose symptoms are suggestive of severe depression and possible bipolar disorder, and thus your assessment would be highly appreciated. It will go like this. So last one that I have is discharge referral to another doctor. So it's the same. It's like a subtype of referral letters, but it's also here you are discharging it. Like, I am in a specialist care, I'm treating a patient, and I'm going to send a patient to another doctor because he has some other comorbid as well, which needs some assessment. So I'm going to write, I'm writing to update you regarding Mr. XXX, who has been diagnosed with, just say, depression, and he is being discharged today. Your follow-up would be highly appreciated. Okay. You can write like, thank you for seeing Mr. XXL who has been discharged today, and your follow-up would be highly appreciated. Now we'll write the history paragraph. I'm sorry for any inconvenience. I think it's some net problem. Okay. Can you hear me now?
We can.
Okay. So next is, so how it would be a little difficult when you have to identify from the case notes.
I think there is some problem with Zara's net. Give us a minute, maybe 5 minutes to figure this out, and we'll get back to you. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Okay, so we are back with the identification of the letters from the case notes. Okay, I'm going to read this writing task, and then you can identify that what type of letter you're going to write it. Using the information in the case notes, write a letter of referral for further assessment and management of this patient to the endocrinologist, Dr. David Torpy. So it is evident from here that you're going to write a referral letter. Sometimes it's very easy, it's pretty easy, it comes like this, and referral letters are the one who are, which is the most common and come most of the time in the exams. So it will be easy for you to detect like this. And next up is another example. So here are the case notes, and the task is using the information in the case notes, write a letter to Dr. Karen, general practitioner, health clinic coordinator, medicine 57 Beckley Square, London, UK, for diet and medicine management of this patient at her home. Okay, so from this task, this is not clear that if you're going to write a updating letter, if you're going to write a referral letter, so you will have to read the case notes for it. And if you read the case notes, you will actually know that actually you are writing this letter to the GP as a discharge letter, that you are sending her back and now you want her monitoring by the GP. Okay, so it can come like this. Always read the case notes and the writing task properly, and you will easily detect what sort of letter you are going to